Okay. Hi, everybody. How's it going? I've had some requests for some color by numbers. So I picked this book today. If you guys don't like mandalas, let me know because I have a ton of color by number books. A lot of them are the small 3x3 squares, though. I don't think I have a lot of the bigger ones. Like, see how you can see the page real easy um, and the numbers. The other ones that I have are kind of um like this, the small 3x3 squares, um, which I'm more than willing to do one of these. I like those. I have a ton of those, and I have some of these. So we're going to do this flip through first. It's a color by number Jade Summers mandala. It's on Amazon. The color key, sorry for the glare, color key and the UPS or USP, UPS. I don't, the number, the scanning code. um, it is on Amazon paper. It's a pretty thick book. The backs of the pages, let's get this out of here for right now. The backs of the pages are in black. I did this one 4 years ago, back in September of 2020. I used pencil. A lot of these are done. 2020 was, I guess, the year for me to be doing this, I suppose. And again, like I said, the backs are in black and they got the color and the number. So what I did is, like I said, most of these are done in pencil because I didn't want to cover this up. And I was starting pencils. So if you're going to use marker or whatever, I would start in the back of the book. And that way, when you do a picture, like say we're going to do this one, the ink from the markers does not cover up your numbers. Because if you do use alcohol markers and not watercolors, the ink will bleed through and it will cover up your numbers. I'm sure I have one in here that I've done that too. Let me see. No, actually I don't. I'm sorry. I'm kind of surprised. Okay, we'll finish the flip through. And then we'll pick one to do. The backgrounds are, there is no background. So you can put a background in. You can use some stencil and add to the mandala. Depending on, how it looks, I just leave it be. I like color by numbers when I just have had a bad week or I'm going through I have depression and anxiety. So if I have a bad bout of depression, you will see me do mandalas or color by numbers of some sort because I don't have to think, I just do. I like their color palette. They do come out very pretty. The only thing is when you do color by numbers and you do mandalas like this, and you can change it up any way you want to, but you're going to use the same colors to do not the same colors, like they'll mix up the numbers and stuff, but the colors on the numbers are going to be the same. So your color palette's never going to change. Like there's green and purple and blue. There's orange, green, and purple and blue. There's green, yellow, and orange. So, there's purple, blue. The colors change if you change medium. That's a marker. That's why it's brighter than the rest. And see what I mean by it goes through to the next page. It covers up your numbers. I had already done this one, and that one also is marker. So, yep, that's what I mean by your colors aren't going to change. But like I said, if you change up mediums and stuff, yeah, every single one of these will look different. Me, I like using pencil on them because I can still shade. And you can with markers too, but I just sometimes just like to straight color. I don't like to shade. I don't like to bling. I just want to just color. So, yeah. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to just color. And I can't guarantee you that I won't put some sort of shading on these, but yeah. And now this one I blinged. I got the white dots and the gel pens, and now felt that's not included in there. They have nothing about white dots. I love white dots, and I love glitter gel pens. So yep, I do a lot of bling on some of my mandalas. I've got a book in here that I've almost finished. I'll show you guys another time, but I think I've only got like, I don't know, 6 or 8 pages, if that. And then I'll have it done. And that'll be one book finished in 2024. I didn't color it all in 2024, but when I finish it, it'll be this year. So, and that's okay. Boy, it's going to be a hard choice to pick one, isn't it? That one's pretty. They're all pretty, but I like that one. And today we will be using, like I said, pencil. And if we get it done, we will be blinging it out. And by that, I mean gel pens and white dots. And they do have a color chart for you. You can test, like, one is white. Of course, you can put white down there, but like dark yellow, you find a dark yellow that you like, and make sure you write down what set it's from. Because if you just show it right here and write down a number, you're not going to know where that number came from. So make sure you put like Prismacolors, or today we're going to be using a semi-cheaper brand. It's called Colormore. So make sure you put that in there, because otherwise it's just going to say C and a number. It could be Castle Arts, that could be Suzanne's, it could be anything. So make sure you write Colormore on top so you know what that pencil came from. And they have several sheets in the back, so you can do several sets of pencils. They have a color chart with nothing on it, which means you can make your own color palette. You don't have to follow theirs. And you can write down what colors you did. So they've got a couple pages to do it that way. And then they've got all their, like their PDF and their jadesummer.com, their email, and their artwork groups on Facebook. And then they have a list of all Jade Summer books. The Jade Summer book, the collections like the greatest hits and the fantasy ones and twos. the color by numbers, mandalas and patterns. I have both of those. The grayscales, the Jade Summer for kids. Jade Summer has a ton of books, and most of them are really cool. I don't like the ones for kids. I don't like their horror ones, but and I'm not so crazy about like unicorns or things like that. But they've got tons to choose from, so you won't have a problem choosing a book. Let's see, what is that one? Blue. You know what? Let's do this one. Okay, so I'm going to take a drink. I am going to, I'm just going to start because I just pick my colors. I don't, like it says dark yellow, I'll use a darker yellow than a regular yellow. So I don't pick like certain colors. Like number 1 is white. I'm not, of course, going to worry about that. 2 is light yellow. So I'll go in here and pick a light yellow. This one looks light. Yep, light enough. That's how I do it. It's a color by number. It's not a Rembrandt. Didn't need sharpen enough. Okay, so we're going to start off with number 2. Oh, sorry guys. Okay, if I let you down any lower, I'm going to have issues with my camera. And then my hand's going to cover everything. So let's find a number 2. And yes, I do. It's my thing. I can't help it. I do go in and do everything like 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't see any number 2s. So they must not have yellow in this one, unless I'm missing it somewhere. So that was a great start, huh? I'm not seeing any number 3s. No number 4s. So the next one I see is 5. So what is number 5? Number 5 is yellow orange. Okay, so let's do this one. Let's see what color this is. Marigold. Let's see. It's not really yellow orange, is it? Okay, so we'll go this one. Okay, close enough. Okay, so number 5. So we'll just go in here. Not pushing hard. I'm just coloring. And the weather is gorgeous here today. We are in the high 50s, which, where I live, that's nice weather. It's, going to be spring here pretty soon, so. But also it could snow tomorrow, so. Although the snow, we're supposed to have rain tomorrow, not snow. And that's the really bad part about this time of year. I live out in the country, and You know, you got dirt roads, dirt driveways. At least I do. I am not gonna pay to have my driveway paved because, God, that would cost me a small fortune. So once it rains and it's springtime, all the snow's melting, the ground's soaking up the water that was left over from winter. And excuse me, I'm gonna cough. Hang on one second. Hi, Miss TaylorMade. Sorry about that. Got a dry spot all of a sudden. So with it soaking up all the water, and then it rains, we get so much mud. And I have a husband that just loves to be outside doing things. So my utility room in the springtime is constantly being mopped and swept, and it gets to the point where I get agitated after a while. And now that we've got a dog, yeah, that's going to be real fun. So, but you know, it's life and what we choose to make it, I guess. So this isn't going to turn out too bad. When we're done, the bling is gonna be nice. Miss TaylorMade, we are just taking a day and doing a color by number. I got my chores done. I got my load of towels in the dryer. And I got the dusting done and my dishes done. And I'm good. I still have some laundry to do as far as clothes-wise, but I don't have no like towels or sheets or anything to do like that. So tomorrow I'll do the clothes. Get that all done and put away. And mop some floors. I try to only do a few things each day, and I do have it marked down. I've got days of what I'm going to do here and do there, because I do have back issues and mobility issues. So we get our chores done. The house is decent if somebody comes over. You know, if you're going to do a white glove thing when you come to my house, don't, because you're not going to like the result. But again, it's mine and I'm comfortable with it. So nothing's dirty. Things, you know, blankets on couches and dog toys everywhere, and you know, things like that are out of place, but that happens. You know, I do have a couple bags of chips sitting on a shelf. You know, it's a lived-in house. It's not I'm not a princess. I don't have things put in the exact spot all the time. Which I really my mom was like that. Oh my goodness. You went to my mom's house, there was nothing out of place. There wasn't a cobweb on the wall, nothing. But I can't see spending my life, and I mean, she did it every day, day in, day out, cleaning my house. So there's so many other things I'd like to do. Okay, so I think that's all the 5s. Yeah, so now we need 7. So what's 7 gonna be? Medium orange. What the hell is a medium orange? Let's see. Is this going to be a medium? Nope, that's more of a orange yellow. I could have used that one instead. Live and learn. Let's see. Okay, we're going to go with that one. Watch your ears. I'm going to use the... Okay. So, Miss Taylor, what are you up to today? Okay, number 7. We are having roast for dinner tonight. You think we should have had that yesterday. But yesterday we were out and about. And by the time we got done, we had chicken and rice for dinner. It's really good. It's got like this creamy, cheesy sauce. It's so good. It's homemade. It's really good. So we had that. It only takes about 20-25 minutes to make. So if we would have thought about it, we could have gotten takeout yesterday from the Chinese restaurant. But by the time I thought about it, we're already home. And, putting things away and getting cleaned up. And because if I'm out about when I get home, that's the first thing I do is like wash my hands and take care of stuff like that, because I don't know, it just feels gross. Especially if I'm in a store or something, my hands feel nasty. Not a germaphobe, just they feel nasty. It's kind of like, if you've ever been a cashier or a banker or any of that and you touch money a lot, your hands feel dirty, or if you're a garden person, and even when you wear gloves out there gardening, you take your gloves off and your hands still feel that nasty, grimy feeling. That's kind of what mine feel like when I get home. It just a good clean wash. It makes me feel better. And then you got to get the dogs water, put your purse and keys and phones and all that stuff away. If you were out shopping, all that's got to be put away. So I'm having company tomorrow. Yes, I know people say I'm boring, but I live it's not a boring life, just a pretty comfortable life. And I'm okay with it. So, I don't have to be doing something 24/7. No, I don't like that at all. That's just my personality. I have issues, like I said, with depression and anxiety. I have to have routine. That's my thing. I have to have routine. Just like I said, like all my chores are on a piece of paper hanging on my fridge. Mondays I do this, Tuesdays I do that, Wednesdays. And everything's routine for me. If the routine gets broken, I'm pretty much, you can't see it. I hold it in. But yeah, my anxiety and everything goes really whacked. My husband can see it. And I'll tell him, okay, this has got to be fixed, or we've got to go, or something to that effect. like I can only stay so long at my kids' houses because, they have several dogs. And when we go there, the dogs are excited and they want to play and they're jumping around and hooting and hollering. And, my kids try to keep them from jumping on us. So they're hooting and hollering. And there's just chaos between everything. And I can't do chaos. So I stay about an hour or two, and if everything calms down, I'll stay longer. But if it doesn't, I can do about an hour, 45 minutes, and then I've got to go. And they know that, so, but it is what it is. I never used to be like that. I used to be able to go to people's houses and stay forever. Like, have barbecues, stay and have a bonfire. I can't do that anymore. And that is from not working and staying in the house for a majority of the time. And that's okay. It is what it is. Life is just a bowl of cherries, Some days you gotta just dump them out and wash the bowl. Other days you just gotta refill it. Okay. So I'm thinking this is gonna be more yellows and oranges and greens. But we'll see. Man, I'm coughing a lot today. Hang on. So I don't know if you guys don't like to hear about it or what, but if you don't and there's an issue, please leave a comment because I don't know unless you guys tell me. So anyways, we were out and about yesterday and I did stop at Walmart because I needed a few things. Not a lot, just a few things. So one of the things I needed was some doggy treats. We are going to start making them ourselves because they're healthier, but in the meantime, I bought some doggy treats. Just because, he's spoiled. So I was over there getting them, and again, he's really gotten big. Oh, he knows he's only got his chew toys. He doesn't chew on anything but. So he has a couple bones, but he's had them for a little while, and there's still quite a bit there. But what if you chewed on the same thing all the time? You'd think that flavor or something would be gone. I don't. But I bought him another one, and it was a great big huge beef bone. To me, it was huge and it was heavy. It was like one of those big old soup bones they used to sell in grocery stores. So I got him that. And yeah, he's got that thing broken pieces. Like 3 pieces already. I was so shocked. I told my husband, I said, "Oh my goodness." I don't think I didn't say it like that, but I didn't think his jaw would be that strong yet, but apparently it is. I would hate to piss him off. So, like I said, I do have company coming tomorrow. I don't know if they're going to stay for supper or if not. I guess I should probably find out. Not that it's a big deal, but it'd be nice to have something thought out. Yeah. Last time they came over, they stayed quite late. I finally just said, you know what? It's past my bedtime. So y'all got to hit the road. And I did it nicely, but you know, it was time. And my younger brother is coming for a visit this summer. I can't wait. I'm gonna get some signs. I'm gonna make some signs and hang them up, and some balloons for the kids and stuff. So when they pull up, they get, you know, all this stuff. Sorry, I'm clearing my throat and stuff. It's nasty. It wasn't like this until I started talking. I watched some videos on YouTube yesterday. I don't know how some people do the things they do. I would be so, like, embarrassed. They got, one of them was, she's 61 years old, and I'm not saying anything bad. If she wants to do this, that's all her business. I'm just saying I couldn't. But she's up there and on her camera, and she's got like these disco light things going on in her room. And mind you, she's 61 years old. Good looking woman for 61. You know, she's got a really nice body, and, you know, her face isn't bad. And she's got on this really short skirt, kind of like, I call it frilly, but, you know, it's got sequins on it and stuff, and the top matches it. And she all of a sudden turns on this, and this is supposed to be like a, kind of like a blogging or vlogging, whatever you want to call it, channel. And all of a sudden she starts dancing, and okay, not a problem. But then she starts dancing so provocative that she gets really close to the camera, and she starts showing her hoo-ha, and not like naked hoo-ha, but her underwear hoo-ha. And it's like, oh my word. Now you're showing your face, and people know who you are, and you're doing this? I so hope you don't have grandbabies that are going to see you do that, because that was just so inappropriate. It made my face turn red, and that's hard to do. Yeah, even when I had a good body, I couldn't have done that on camera. Like I said, some of these people just they have no not off button, but no. Oh, this is gonna make me sound so conceited, but I can't think of another word for it. Um, Class, I guess, or respect for themselves. Um, it's one thing to have a nice body and want to show it off. I get it. You know, wear some tight pants and a nice shirt or something. I understand. But to get on YouTube and shaking your thing, that's just absolutely ridiculous. The things you see on here. And the big ring. Yeah, that's funny too. I get a kick out of people that fight with people over the internet. You don't know these people. I mean, seriously, really? Nah, not for me. Go ahead. Okay, I want a dark orange. So let's see, what is this? I don't want to do it red, so let's do um, tropical orange darker. Yeah, let's do tropical orange just because it says tropical. Okay, and that is number 8. I don't know if y'all don't like color by numbers or what, but I mean, it's not bad to watch. You'd be watching me color something else. So, um, there's just no shading. I mean, I could afterwards go back and, shade this in, but I'm not gonna. I will add some bling to it just because I like to, but nope, it's just straight coloring, talking to y'all, relaxing. Talking about everyday stuff. I don't talk politics, because Lord knows, my husband and my brother, you start talking politics with those people, yeah, I'm good. And I don't talk religion because, one, that's just nobody's business. Everybody's got their own opinion, and that's just how life works. Not to mention, I got a brother-in-law that you speak religion on, and oh goodness, he'll argue every point with you. Yeah, nope. I believe what I believe. He can believe what he wants to believe, and I don't think there should be any arguing over it. Life's just too short. I don't know why everybody likes to argue. I like calm. My house is so calm. Sometimes a little too quiet, but calm. My husband and I, we talk, but he's got his things that he likes to do. I got my things I like to do. Eventually, we meet up in the middle, and it's peaceful. By 8 o'clock, everything is done. Everybody knows that, mom, dad, sister, brother, kids, they all know that, by 8 o'clock, we're either watching a movie and done, or we are sitting in there playing a game. Sometimes we will play Scrabble. Sometimes we will play cards. Just depends what we feel like doing. Or we could sit down and put a puzzle together. So, we just do our thing. I swear, I'm gonna have to start wearing shoes around my house. No, I'm not, because I don't like that. But orange, red, orange, red. I'm hoping we don't get bone fragments from him eating that bone, because that'll just drive me crazy. So all through winter, we had a lot of heavy wind and stuff, and we've got branches all over the yard. Yeah, we should be out cleaning them today, but we were out and about yesterday, and I think him and I are both just tired. So, yeah, we're not cleaning the yard today. And they're mostly in the back and in the side yard. So you really can't see them unless you know to look for them. On the one side of my house, there's a lot of trees, so you can't really, unless you know what you're looking for, you wouldn't be able to see a downed branch or anything. And in the back, yeah, you can't see it, my back of my house from the road, so I'm not too worried about it. The dog's digging it anyway. I am trying to think of something that I was going to tell y'all, and I can't remember. This red orange or orange red doesn't look any different than the dark orange. Too many oranges in my opinion, but we'll keep doing it. See what it turns out like. Hopefully we like it. Sorry, it's just easier if I turn the book. I watched these, this lady had little twin girls, and she videotapes them every day having lunch. And they just turned 2 and they're twins. And like I said, she puts up a video every day of them trying new foods and what they think of them, and them talking to their Mama and Daddy, and it's so cute. They are so adorable. Yesterday they tried pickled tomatoes. I personally have never had a pickled tomato, and these little girls love pickles. So you would think, and they like tomatoes. So you would think they'd really like a pickled tomato, but yeah, neither one of them cared for those at all. The one little girl was biting into it and she kept going, yuck, yuck. So yeah, that didn't go over too well. And Mom had made a grilled cheese with it, so they had grilled cheese, and then since they didn't like their pickled tomato, Mom cut up an apple and they ate that for lunch. And they just got back from Disney World, which was so cute. Is it Disney World or Disneyland that's in Florida? I don't know. Whatever one's in Florida is one they did at first, because she videotaped most of it when they first got there, and they were taking a picture with who was that? One of the evil. I think it was the evil stepmom from Cinderella. I think, but the girls wasn't having anything to do with that. Nope. And then towards the end of the trip, they were just having a blast. It seems like such a shame to take them when they're only 2 years old, because you wouldn't think they would remember it, but it's so cute to see them doing it, So I understand why parents do it, but it's kind of sad that the kids aren't going to have any memory of it. Hopefully they get to go back when they're a little older. I think my grandkid went when they were, I want to say 7. It was 7 or 8. A little bit older when they can, kind of really get into it. Okay, let's see. That was number 9. I think this is a 9. Yep. Now, if we were doing the 3x3 squares in that book like I showed you. Hi, Miss Wilma Jean. I know, you probably don't like that, do you? I'm sorry. Hi, Jean. We are doing a color by number today because I've had people ask for them and thought that, it'd be kind of cool to do. But if we were doing the 3x3 squares, I would probably be using a gel pen or a fine tip Sharpie or Towtree or something marker, because I just don't think I'd like, I'm sorry, babe, doing those 3x3 squares in pencil. I don't know. I've never done one in pencil. Maybe we'll have to try it, but I just don't think I'd like it. I think it'd be too much trying to get those little squares all covered when you're doing pencil. But you never know. We can always try it later. Another stream. I want to go through and do a colored pencil collection on all my colored pencil sets. So I'm trying to think of when I want to do that because it's going to be a chore. I'm going to have to take them all out and then put them all back. And it's like, do I really want to do that? I just cleaned this room. So, but it should be within the next, I'd say, week or two because I really want to do it. And while I'm showing y'all, I'm also going to log them so I know what I have. Which I pretty much know anyways, but you know, my mind don't always remember things like it used to. Especially lately. You know, I remember a lot of my books and stuff, but you know, I've got so many Creative Havens and stuff. I don't remember which ones I have, so I logged all those down. Yeah, so I think we should do our pencils next. I'm not gonna, you know, log in my markers or anything because I've only got a couple sets of markers. And like I said before, I'm not gonna buy any more marker sets unless it's the big intensities or a Sharpie because I like them. They never go dry. Well, they do when they run out, but I've had a set of Sharpies for a couple years now, and they're still good. They're still juicy, and they still work. And I've had Cali Art markers just about the same amount of time, and they're drying out. So I think I will just stick with the Sharpies, the big intensities, and I'll be good. Because, I mean, really, you don't need 130 or 160 colors because how many shades of blue can you have, really? A dark, a light, and a medium, and that's all you need. 3. And if you put shades together, you can usually make the shade that you need. Now, that's coming from a woman that has probably 40 sets of pencils, so you can take it or say the bitch is nuts and move on. But not all pencils, to kind of help myself out here a little bit, not all pencils are the same. You've got the same colors, sometimes the same shade, but the texture and the feel when you put it on paper is not always the same. So, yeah. Okay, let's see, let's do number 13. That seems to be the next. Yep, I told you it was going to be light greens and oranges, I think. So 13 is light green. And I think I've got that right here. What is this? Now the greens I will kind of check out because, you know, you've got green, yellow, you've got light green, dark green, grass green. So there are so many different shades of green. Okay, I'd say that's a light green. Let's go with that one. It's called Fresh Leaves, and it's in the Color More set. I told you that my husband bought me this set a few years ago. It was really reasonably priced. Don't do what I just did, guys. Use a brush. These luckily don't smear very well, so doing this, it didn't like smear over into the non-colored area. But most pencils, if you drag your hand across like that, it will smear your pencils. So get in the habit of using your brush. And I didn't do it because the pencils are flaking or anything. I did it because I had something on the page. Now the book that I was coloring in yesterday. Oh, speaking of which, I should update you guys. We were doing, was it yesterday or the day before? We were doing the little turtle house. I did the windows, the frame. I did the chimney. We got glitter pen on the wood part. I did, I can't think, the window seals. Glitter pen, these windows a yellow. Did the flower. The book is so long and I got stuff sitting on my desk. I did a little mushroom. And I did the turtles. That's Mrs. Turtle. I even gave her a little bit of hair. And Mr. Turtle, he's a little darker green. And then all we got now is leaves and the fruit that's on the stem and the fence. And I think now we've got, sorry guys, I don't want to make you sick. We've got this is a bench right here. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's got the legs and stuff. So we've got the bench and we've got the stones and then the stone wall area. So yeah, we're getting there, but I didn't want to finish it right now. So now the color mores on this paper, they work great, fantastic, but they do crumble a little bit. They'll leave behind like little crumbly pieces. But yeah, it is what it is. I liked it. I enjoy it, and I will finish it. But I'm going to keep you guys informed. I just didn't want to work on it today. Maybe we'll, in another day or two, I'll bring it back and we'll finish it on stream. I was in here by myself the other day, just kind of wanted to color, but didn't want to have on the camera or anything. And the dog was sleeping and it was quiet. So I said, I want to put some color to paper, but what do I want to do? So I wanted to practice, I've got all these watercolors and stuff, so I kind of wanted to just dabble in those a little bit. It's not something I'll be doing all the time, but it is fun once in a while. So I broke out my Oh, what's that famous guy that used to do watercolors? Bob, hold on, I got the book right here. Oh, Bob Ross. That's what it was. So I started watercoloring in Bob Ross book. You know, watercolors, Bob Ross, it seems to fit, right? So this is how far I got. And I think it looks pretty good for not being a watercolorist. Yeah. I was pretty impressed. And it's Bob Ross Color by Numbers. So, yeah, I'll finish that next time I want to dabble with my watercolor. Because it's looking pretty cool. So, but that'll be an off-camera thing. I'll show you guys when I'm done. Until I get a little bit more used to using watercolors, I'm not going to stream it too much. Because there's a few mistakes on there, but they're not like mistakes. They're just, the watercolor kind of went out of this line and went out of that line, and so it's gonna have to have some little touch-ups and stuff, but I think it turned out pretty cool looking. But what a cool book to watercolor in, right? I think he would have been ashamed if I would have used anything but, wasn't he the one that did, a watercolor, or did he oil paint? I think he watercolored. Okay, 13. We've been on an hour, and this is as far as we've gotten. I thought it'd go quicker than that. But that's okay. We can go over a little bit. I'm not in too much of a hurry to stop. Like I said, I've got everything done. It's not even close to dinner time. It sounds like hubby and the dog are in there napping because I don't hear a thing. I don't hear the ball bouncing. I don't hear the dog barking. They're probably napping. So I'm okay with that. They will wake up in a little bit. This is like time. Well, I won't say this is because he's probably been laying down for about an hour now. It's usually about the time of day that my husband stretches out his back. He's had a couple back surgeries, so he's got hardware in his back. So he will come in and stretch out his back. He's one of those types of people that you can't watch a movie or lay down without going to sleep. So he takes a nap about an hour and a half every day. And the dog's picked up the habit, so this is nap time for him too. Which sometimes kind of really sucks because not too long after they wake up, we usually eat dinner, unless it's running late or something. And then the dog's napped for a couple hours. He's pretty warm tight, so yeah. Half-ass backwards, I guess. I was watching Ryan Colors do his beta fish. He's coloring out of Kirby Roseanne. He's doing a color line. And it's really pretty. He did an awesome job. He's just putting on a lot of the finishing touches and stuff, so he's almost done with it. But it's been nice to watch him do it. He's a good colorist. Nice guy, too. He's got a puppy. And it's I think he said it was a pit bull. But I don't have anything against pit bulls. I love that show, Pitbull and Pearlies. A dog's going to turn out how you raise it. But anyways, his dog is not too much older than mine. Sounds like she's giving him hell. So I don't feel bad. Mine does, but not all the time. Today he's been super, super good. I'm sure tomorrow I'll pay for it, but he sometimes tries to push his way around and see who's boss. But this mama rules the roost. Most dogs, when they lean on you and push their weight into you, that's them trying to assert their dominance. Most of the time, not all the time. Sometimes it can be just pure laziness, but most of the time it's them trying to show you that they're the dominant. And, because dogs, they're pack animals, and they have to have a leader. So I keep telling him, nope, this mama's in charge, not you. He just kind of looks at me like, what? Well, the only problem I have with him is he's so stubborn that every once in a while, if he gets a feather under his butt, he just will not listen to anything. And nope, we're not going to have that. It's when I tell you to do something, your butt better do it. You're no different than me raising my kids. It's when I tell you to do something, your butt better do it. And I don't mean like on the third try, or I mean when I tell you to do it, do it. So those days really just irritate me really bad. So then my husband takes over because it's like, yeah. I always tell him, you and I are going to scrap. We're going to have issues. And then he'll look and he'll do his little, like he tries to talk to you. Yeah. And then what do? I turn soft again. And I got to quit doing that, though. it's not good for him. He's getting mixed signals. I'm not so crazy about the orange and green. I wish they would have replaced the green with like a yellow. And they do on some of them, but on this one, it just, I'm not crazy about the green. I would have been really happy if it would have been, like bright yellow or something. Because it's a flower. So. But that's okay. They had an envision on what it should look like, so that's what we're going to color it, right? What's the point in having a color by number book if you can't follow the numbers? But some people like to change up the colors, and that's okay too. I don't. I just color whatever it says. I do enough of picking my own colors, coloring other things that I like to color, so. Okay. Almost forgot those up there. Okay, I think the next number is 17. Oh, light blue. We actually only got like 2 numbers left. 17 and 21. And 21 is light purple. So we've got a light blue and a light purple coming up. Okay, so let's get the light blue. That'll work. Okay, light blue is 17. Right? Yes. I know I'm probably boring the daylights out of y'all, but this is kind of what I wanted to do today. Like I said, we'll be doing the pencil collection here in a day or so. Well, it's either going to be sometime this week or sometime next week. Just kind of watch out for it. And then after that, I might do a another book haul, a net haul, like show you all my books, because I have since gotten so many more, and since the last time I did it, kind of an updated version, I guess. And I actually think I might take some up to the hospital, or I don't know, give them away. I'm not sure. I'm so bad with mailing stuff. But we'll see. The weather's breaking and stuff, so it makes it a little easier. I don't like going out when it's cold. I have to go out enough in it, and now that we got the dog, I'm like, seems like I'm always going out on the back porch and hooking him up, and because he doesn't know his boundaries yet, so when he goes outside, he has to stay on a chain until he learns his boundaries. He's working on it. A couple weeks ago, if you would let him off the chain, especially if you just got home, like you're putting the car in the driveway, he's a bird dog, so a retriever. So he would get out of the car, and we didn't have him on a leash. He's our dog. This is our property. So we'd let him out of the car, and he would take off and follow the tracks of the car all the way to the road and out in the road. So, and he was younger, so he wasn't coming when we called him as well as he does now. So yeah, he's just not ready to just open the door and let him out. So now yesterday, when he got out of the car, he came right when we called him. So that was a good thing. I mean, he tried to follow the tracks, but no, he came right back. So that's a plus. We were having issues with that, so yeah, I can't believe how big and how well he's learned just in the 2 months that we've had him. He's learned a lot. He sits, he shakes. We haven't learned to lay down yet. He thinks you want to play when, the way I've always taught my dogs how to lay down is I usually move their front feet, like slide them or lift them so that, he's in a lay down position, and I move him in front of him. And then I tell him, lay, that's the word lay, And yeah, he thinks you're wanting to play when you do it. So we're having issues with that one. He's like, what are you doing? I don't want to lay down. I want to play. This is how quiet it is. It like makes you want to go to sleep. When I'm done with this, I gotta go fold my towels, get them out of the dryer. I hate when things sit in the dryer. I think we're gonna finish this, you guys. Okay, last color, number 21. And that is light purple. And I have that out because I was using it. That's a different set. Okay, let's do... Oh, pencil abuse, you guys. I got caught on my sweater. Hold on. Gotta find it. Yep, it's in my... I have one of those carts next to my desk. And it's got the tray sitting on the side of it. So when I'm using pencils, I set it in the tray. I got on a sweater. And when I moved, it caught my sweater. Okay, last color, you guys. Light purple. I think this is called... No, this is called medium purple, but that's all right. It's going to be my light. I don't know how much lighter you could get. I mean, seriously, it would have to be super light. This to me is like lilac or something. Now, if I would have used the pastel pencils, the purple would have been a lot lighter. So, when you guys watch this, please don't forget to hit the like button or subscribe or both. I'm trying to get to where my videos show up in the recommendations. And if I don't get the likes on the videos, then it's not going to happen. So, and that's just because, you know, it's nice to have people over here and have them coloring, and, you know, we can always do where we have people up on panel and everybody's coloring. You guys don't have to talk. You don't have to show your face. You can just color because that's what it's all about. But the more the merrier. And I don't mind talking about your kids because I have kids. I don't mind talking about your grandbabies. I don't mind talking about your dogs. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. I am not going to, you know, I have told you guys what I suffer with as far as medical. That's all I'm going to say about it. I won't be harping on it. I do say a lot. Can you tell? Can't help it. It's habit. I don't like if you come on here and we're talking or whatever and you want to bring it up, that's fine. But like, I'm not going to go, oh, you know, this hurts, that hurts, blah, 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 every single time I come on. Because it's life. Aches and pains happen. You know, I'm getting up there in age. It's bound and to happen that I have arthritis and I have this and I have that and blah blah blah. Hi, Miss Kim. How are you doing? I'm so glad you come over and say hi to me. We are just we're being kind of easy today and just doing a color by numbers because I didn't feel like coloring anything else. And I've had a couple people want to do color by numbers, so hopefully they got to color with me today. And yeah, that's just how it rolls, baby cakes. You're so kind when you call me beautiful. I just want to give you big hugs. So is the weather nice by you? And I'm not gonna say I think I know where you're at, but I'm not gonna say that's nobody's business. It got into the 50s today, mid 50s. It's just now the sun's starting to go down, so it'll be dark in probably by the looks of it, I'd say half hour or so. Which is sad because it seems like the day goes by so fast. I love when the sun's shining and the birds are chirping. It's crazy, but I don't like to sleep. I think if I could stay up all the time, I would. I don't know, it just seems like such a waste of time to sleep. And then there's some days that that's all my body wants to do is just sleep. Probably because, like I said, I don't like to sleep, so I don't do it a whole lot. Okay, last bit of 21s, and then we are done, and we are going to bling this baby out, and then we will be all done with her. And we have straight colored the whole thing. And I think this is the first picture in a long time that we have finished on stream. And it only took us an hour and 20, well, it'll be an hour and 30 some minutes by the time I'm done. Now remember, if you're using pencil, you don't want to go in so many different, like you don't want to go in this direction and then in this direction and then in that direction, because you're going to see all those pencil marks in your coloring. And if you don't mind it, that's fine. But I don't like it. I don't like streaks. I try not to have any lines in my coloring. Even if you, like, say you're going in this direction, and if you stop going in that direction and pick up your pencil and then lay it back down and go in it, you're going to have that line where you stopped. So, yeah, try Try not to do it if possible. Now, it's not bad to, stop and turn your pencil and then start back up. Just start a little bit above where you stopped when you turned your pencil, and that'll blend the stop line. But if you turn your pencil, you'll save the tip. Like, you won't have to sharpen it as much. Now, when you get closer to the edge, of course you kind of got to go a different way, but just try to do it light enough where the line kind of blends in, and you'll never know you did it. Look at that. We are done. I finished the whole thing. All right, let's bling this bad daddy out. Let's do some Posca pen. And we'll do some, we want to do some Wink of Stella. And then we'll use maybe a couple gel pens. Okay, so let's do dots in the orange part. Just go around with a ton of little dots. You can fill this up with dots, or like me, I just go in around just with little ones. I have filled them in, but today we're just going to do just around. You can use the bigger Posca white pen and get bigger dots. I like the little dots. They're not even. They won't be. Only for the simple fact that, oh, I smeared that one. Put my hand right in it before it dried. Way to go, Kim. Well, we'll let it dry, and then we'll just peel it off and put another one on. Okay. What was I saying? I don't remember. All right, let's do the middle orange. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't remember what I was saying. See what I mean? That's an old age thing. Right out the window. Go zing before you know it. All right, do we want any more? How about we'll do yeah, we'll do the white dots over the 9s right here. And then we'll go in with the Wink of Stella. And bling some of this out with the glitter, because it's clear Wink of Stella. Oh, yes. Okay, that goes back in here. Let's do some glitter gel pen. We'll outline these. This is just going to give it a little bling, a little shine, just a little bit. Okay, then we'll outline these. They look all lonely up here by themselves. Now I'm going to try, and I never remember, but I did this time, so I try to go from left to right because I'm right-handed, and that way I don't set my hand down in anything that's wet, because all the wet stuff is on the opposite side of the page. So it's a good tip, guys. Trust me, I've ruined a lot of pictures not remembering to do that. But if you can train yourself into doing it, it's great. It'll save you a lot of heartache and a lot of yelling at yourself. Because, yeah. The Posca pen, that's not so bad if you smear it. You can, let it dry and then just scrape it off with your nail and put it back on. Gel pens are different. If you smear those, yeah, you can kind of fix them, but you're not going to peel it off. You either have to make the whole thing that color, or yeah, I cover it up with a different color, I guess. Here, let's outline this one too. And don't get frustrated, because a lot of gel pens do not like going over pencils. Now see, I just kind of screwed myself, so I got to be very careful, because I did the inside of the flower and now I'm doing the outside. So if I lay my hand down, I'm going to lay it right in the wet ink. So you want to go from the outside in, not from the inside out. Don't do as I do. Don't do as I say either. That's just, I have no idea what I'm doing, guys. These are things I'm telling you is just things I've learned from doing this stuff. By no means am I somebody that is a professional. I do this for fun, for relaxation, for stress and anxiety. So yeah. I'm just passing on the tips that I've learned throughout the years of doing it. And hopefully I can save you guys from making the same mistakes. And they say there's no mistakes in coloring, there's only happy accidents, which is 99% true, but sometimes there are mistakes. There's things you just can't fix. Okay, so we blinged that out. Now let's do the Wink of Stella on let's do it on these. Wink Castella is, this one is the clear. You can get it in all different colors. It's just, it's a form of glitter. I want to say gel pen, but it's wetter than that. I almost want to say it's glitter with alcohol in it because it dries pretty fast. And it's not glue. So I'm not exactly sure what's in it, but I will show you when I'm done. It's just extremely glittery. And it's clear. And like I said, I use this when I do pencils because gel pens do not like going over pencils. They're too waxy. It peels like the waxy part up and it clogs your the nib on your pen. So then your pen won't work. Let's see if you can see see if I can get you to see it. I'm not real good with that. No, I can't get you to see it. But trust me, it's there. Here, let's turn on this light. Maybe that'll help. Oh, wait. There we go. You can see it a little bit. Yeah, it's there, guys. I didn't squeeze any glitter down in it, so it might just have, a little bit. That's why you might not see it. But I try not to waste it because these are expensive. But I don't know, can you see it when I do it on my hand? Can you see that? And that'll end up on your book. If you get it too wet, it'll act just like watercolor and it will buckle your paper. So you might want to be careful. Make sure you've got that blotter page in the back of your page so you don't get everything wet. And this is just like a paintbrush, water brush thing. If you squeeze it, a lot will come out. So just when you first go to use it, you might want to squeeze out just a little bit. But I wouldn't do any more than that because you'll have it all over the place. It comes out fast and it will come out on its own. You only have to squeeze it 1 or 2 times for it to come down onto the brush. It's thin and it will come out fast. And then you will be so mad at yourself because it will go everywhere. picked up some gel pen color. Don't want to do that. Did I get that one? Let's see. Yep, I got them all. Did I get all those? No, I didn't. I stopped with that one. Okay, so finish up these real quick. And like I said, I could probably put a lot more on here, but it's a color by number mandala. These are expensive, so I am not going to squeeze any more out than what's coming out. So it's going to be kind of faint. But you know, I pick and choose on what I want to use stuff on, because you know, you don't want to go out and pay a lot for something like this and then bling it out in a not so important book. Like this is just a I'm coloring it just because book. You know, your expensive ones is where you want to use it, like your Hannah Lynn's and your Hannah Carlson's and Kirby Roseanne, that type of thing. Okay, that's all I'm going to put on there of this, because just this little pen, you can, when you're at the house, you can see it, but you can't see it online. But you'll see in here, like out of all this pen, that whole size of this pen, can you see what I'm doing here? That's as much from where my fingertips at to this is all the glitter stuff that I have in this pen. You shake it up and stuff, and this pen will last you forever if you don't squeeze it a lot. But they're like $9, $15, $8. They're expensive for one pen. And like I said, this one's the clear. That one's clear. I store mine upside down because I don't want it dripping out everywhere. This is the gold. Got some on it, old. Yeah, and I'll show you. Oh. Now this has been sitting a long time. I'm not gonna squeeze it. Let's see if it works. Okay. Can you guys see right? Let's see. See right here. Okay. Look at that. So you don't have to squeeze it every time. Because it's sitting there waiting for you. Now, if I was to squeeze that, I'd have a big blotch and a mess on my paper. So, and they have, I think I have a silver one. That's clear. I could have swore I had silver. I probably do. It's in one of my bags. More than likely. I don't see it in my cups right now. I have these bags that I have. Here, I'll show you. Like these. It holds pens, pencils, erasers, clips, gel pens, Posca pens. I don't see Penny Wink Castella in this one. It's got brushes. It's got the Micron pens. And then over here, I've got new blades for my shoot, what can I think? For my M&R eraser that is in my living room because I was using it. And then I've got the did I use it? No, it came out. I'm like, what in the world? Yep, there they are. These are the eraser tips to my Tombow eraser. This one, the mono eraser. These are the tips to them. And somehow, by me fussing with this, the lid has came off of it. And they have falling out. Or fell out. Yep, there it is. Just a matter of getting it out of there. Okay, so that'll put right back in. Okay, and I got a pencil extender. I've got one of those, what do they call these, X-Acto knives? For cutting out pages or sharpening your pencil if you don't have a sharpener on you. But that's where I keep my refills so I don't lose them. And the pencil extender. I've got some sticky notes in here just to put on my pages if I need them. Got a screwdriver to unscrew the M&R sharpener to put the new blades in. I got a clip. I got a nice pretty pair of scissors. So you can carry everything in these bags. So that's, bag number 1. In here I have a glove. You put it on like this. So when you put your hand down, it doesn't smear any of your stuff. I don't use it very often, but it's there. I've got an emery board. I've got an eyeglass cleaner. I got some eraser nibs to my battery operated DeWalt or Derwent eraser. It's well, so that's what's in there. Okay, and then my doggy that passed away, I have his doggy tag on there. And then bag number 2. Because trust me, the more bags you have, the better it'll be. Okay, let's put this over here. Okay. Bag number 2. I have a lead pencil, my colorless blender that is floating around, a brush. This one's not as full as the other one because I got that one first, and I've been taking things out of this one too, so I haven't filled it back up yet. Okay, and then we have gel pens, glitter gel pens. We have a black marker. We have Posca pens. We have regular writing pens. We have a watercolor white marker. We have white Arteza gel pens. couple minutes. And then in here is just a pair of scissors, 2 ponytail holders, and another one of those knives. Those knives come in handy. And then on the other zipper, I think that's where the pens and stuff are that I showed you. Because this actually is kind of weird. This zipper just lets this come out. Makes it wider. So when you open this and you flip this over, you've got a deeper pocket. That's all. So that's the only thing that's in here. There needs to be a brush put in here, and I don't know where that brush went, so I need to find it and add it back to this. Oh no, there's a brush in this pocket, isn't there? Okay. That's actually supposed to be in the big part, so I know it's there. Yeah, that's supposed to go over here, so I know I've got one in here. Okay. And this is where, like, when I go out, if I take this bag, I'll put my my tiny eraser in there, and my M&R sharpener will go in there. You can put anything in here. Some more watercolor markers. You can put blender brushes in there. You can put watercolor brushes if you want to watercolor. I like these. An extra pair of glasses, because when I do the 3x3 little squares, I have to have stronger glasses to see them, and they just pop right in here. So I can take my extra glasses. Anything. So I love these. They're so great. They pop right in your purse. You've got everything you need. Your erasers, your sharpeners. You can put a set of 72 pencils in this bag. And that way, your pencils are in here. Set of extra Crayolas, whatever you want to put in there, because it's extra. So, and that's what I use. You can put a little thing of baby wipes, so you can clean off your brushes or whatever. I have a little it's a tin can is what it is, but it looks like a little Craftsman toolbox, and that's what I use for my pencil shaving. So with that bag, the way it unfolds, I can even stick that in there, and it'll go with me. Or you can have a little like sandwich style bag to put your shavings in, like a Ziploc. Okay, so this is 2024. And it is March. Good job, guys. We actually finished one. Didn't turn out as bad as I thought it would. I don't mind the colors. I think there's, a bit too much orange, and they could have added some yellow or some pink or something, but that's okay. It works. So thank you guys for coming, and enjoy watching it back. Be careful out there. The world is crazy, and enjoy your evening. Bye, everybody.